right, man. Yeah. Yo, it's your boy King kobra35 out here, man, with another Ebike adventure. The Monday through Friday ride, you know it. What's up, man? How we all doing out there today? What's all going on out there today? Let me know. We just hope we make it to our destination safely. I hope the microphone is on safely. Okay, it sounds like it's on. Looks like it's on. Okay. We are heading out to Orange County, Costa Mesa, California, y'all. All the way around, y'all. We never know what we're going to see. We never know what we're going to run into. We never know who we're going to see or who we're going to run into. But overall, we hope that we make it to our destination safely and good access, no mishaps, no tragedy, no causes mixed accident strategy, or in that chaos that can go on out here. And for whoever's out there sick in the kingdom, we hope you get well soon. For whoever's out there well in the kingdom, we hope you stay well. Hey, man, thanks to God above for everything he does. Here we are. Get you guys flip around. Already out on the ride. And we're, like I said, we're heading out to Costa Mesa. Usually Monday through Friday ride, you know. Everyone knows about it. If you've been on the channel for a while, sometimes I do take other rides on my days off from the job. And sometimes we used to have fun with it, you know. So you guys know the routine if you haven't been on the channel for a while. If you haven't been on the channel for a while, my routine is, hey, I take a Monday through Friday ride down to Costa Mesa, see how much attraction I can catch up on that's happening out here on the road, like that right there. Ooh, yeah. Roadkill for the pearl squirrel, and a nice good little burnout on right there. The bike wanted to keep on going for some reason. And then we try to see if we can catch some attraction from the homeless people that are out here on the road. Probably some million squirrels right here. Maybe not even a million squirrels, maybe it's 100 squirrels. Maybe just squirrels everywhere, digging holes and everything like that. Squirreling around. Who knows? And then also we try to interact with some of the people out here on the streets by saying funny things as we ride by and see what their reaction is and what they say. That's kind of like the newest thing that I've been doing for like a while. And I don't know later on what it's going to do to me on you guys for YouTube or whatever, but hey, get me for all the specific showing, get me for all the specific lyrics, get me for all the specific things that happen, the YouTube people that work for YouTube. This is all raw footage, man. I don't edit nothing, so I just let go, you know. I don't even do thumbnails no more, hardly at all. But anyways, if you're ready for that ride and you're just tuning in and watching, make sure you smack me a thumbs up, hit me a subscribe, ding, and make sure you ring that bell to get that notification, and flop that arrow, share it to your friend, see if they'll do the same. We're almost up to 500 subscribers. Thank you all very much for tuning in right now or at this minute. Do me a favor, if you're tuning in right this now at this minute, go ahead, try to stay to the end. If you stay tuned to the end and you subscribe and you hit that like button, you might just get something special for me. You never know. I'm not saying what it will be, but check him out right here. Kicking it. Oh, he's out for the count. Bicycle. All the belongings that he's ever had in his whole life, and just laying down, sleeping. Or maybe not all the belongings he had in his whole life, but he's just out, sleeping. Hi. This is the best stream. You started doing this. Whole shit. What city are you in? It looks beautiful. We are in Orange County, California, and We are in the city right now of Westminster. We are headed out to the area of Costa Mesa, Orange County, California. It's basically the same ride every day. If you have been on the channel before, I've been doing this for a long time, pretty close to almost like I think like 4 years. You know, and I used to just post my music and just give a care about posting music and doing that for a long time. And only was sitting on 108 subscribers, and I was trying to figure out ways to raise my subscribers. And then all of a sudden, bam, it just hit me. When I was watching somebody else doing it out in LA, California, Los Angeles, and he does some pretty dangerous areas. And I was like, there's some pretty dangerous areas out here in Orange County, as California too, that people don't explore and don't show off. And I thought no one else was doing it out here, so I looked around. I found about one other person that does do it out here, and I don't see much of his videos anymore, but hey, you always got me, guys. We're out here, you know, King kobra35. So if you want to check those two lines out also, I do give them a big giant shout out. And those two pages are, first one's John Hicks out in LA, cruising around Skid Row, stuff like that. Check him out. I talked to him quite a few times online. I haven't really like communicate with him in person, but hey, we do the exact same thing. And then OC Commuters, another one, you know, out here in the OC, Orange County, California, just cruise around to do the exact same thing we're doing. There's about 3 of us, and the last one I'm talking about is Cigar Roaster. He comes out here to like LA and stuff like that too, but I think he's like originally from the area of the IE or Riverside or something like that. And that's basically as far as I know. There's like other people out there do different bike rides too, like Lizard Gang. Hey, give it up for him, man. He's out like San Bernardino, Riverside, and stuff like that too. I know for a fact. I watched quite a few of his movies, his little videos, and stuff like that. So you know, we're just cruising around. We just do this fun here and there, and see how much more traction I can get to people to look at me as a music artist, and also a person that likes to show off his area and just ride around and let you guys know what's up. Like maybe a new album coming out or like that. You know, yes, I am working on new music, but I haven't released any of it yet. I haven't worked on any beats for it yet. I have a brand new album that's coming out, and you can take a sneak preview of some of the songs that I'm trying to get on the album out there on BandLab and your other music social media streaming area for music wise. The songs are out there, but mostly on the area of BandLab and SoundCloud. And then all the ones that are able to let me re-release back into the area are on Spotify. I still have trouble finding files and stuff like that from canceling with a different music distribution company that was pretty much put me out there big time. And let's see what we're gonna have here, man. So all those are on Spotify nowadays, guys. But we're definitely gonna run into something right here, buddy. Check this out. Well, that's good. Ice cream? No? Okay. If you're all just tuning in and you pretty much haven't done it yet, make sure you hit me a thumbs up if you like what's going on. Hit me subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Maybe interact with you guys. Flop that arrow, share it to your friends, and ring that bell to get that notification every time I post a video or live or whatever I do. Yeah, stay in. Tune to the end, guys. Have you checked them all? Hey, Smalls. She didn't care if she had headphones on. Okay, we gotta watch out for this bus right here. I did want to fly across here, but the bus was gonna turn. I really didn't know that situation. Okay, I really don't like to go on the street, lady, but it is what it is, I guess. You don't want to back up just a little bit for me. So yeah, I've been doing this for pretty close to a good 2 or 3, 4 years now, and it's kind of laid off the music and been going to church and kind of just being more humble about life and seeing where God wants to take me and seeing what's happening. And now that I'm what they call a disciple in the church and everything like that, so I pretty much have backed away from the old school life, and there's a lot more new stuff that I have inherent and also have definitely was given to by God up there. I have a lot more changes in my life. So if you guys haven't tried to go to church and change your life, it's different for you. Means you are doomed on offers of joke. Yeah, sometimes. You are stupid. Okay. In the Middle East. Okay. I don't believe I'm stupid. I just act a little funny on certain things, but hey, there's a lot of changes coming for everybody, and I see the other guy down there down below. He's out there like Chicago, Illinois area. What's up, guy? How you doing? And I hope you guys just like tune to the end. You know, we got a lot of people in the room right now. 4 thumbs up. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. You never know. It might work out. A little tunnel to yell. Oh. It's going good. All right. Okay. I don't know if we want to just try to go across the screen. There's a lot of cars out there already. I'll just chill right here for a bit, catching the screen light, then zoom out. I was lucky I decided that because it just turned like a little yellow. Shake up the drink for a little bit right here. It's got a little bit of call it crystal lighter or something like that. Oh. Okay. Shit. You want to be out serious too? I don't think so. Okay. I can't fit the bottle back in my backpack area. Something's blocking it. I'm going in. Okay. What was that? All right. Smooth everything over. And slip it back in that hole. There we go. All right, guys. Here we are. We're back on the road. Wait. Say hi. Hi. All right, let's get out. Oh, nice. We gotta see this one go off. Come on, hit it, bro. Do it. Oh, it's a girl driving it too. She really didn't push much power to it. This has really got nice little mix player right there for you guys. All right, let's head across here, Beast Boulevard, guys. If you've been out in Orange County for like the longest time, if you haven't been in Orange County, but you maybe heard of Orange County, you know Beast Boulevard is notorious for hanging out, notorious for people hanging down to the beach, and totally packed all the time. Everything known as a highway area of Highway 39. So there's a lot of activity going on around here all the time. So I pretty much take a lot of this street right here and some of the other streets on days I feel like taking it a different way. Ooh, excuse me. But thank you very much for saying that this is the best stream ever you ever saw. So I don't know, that was like the first thing that came out of your mouth, and that like over down more of the page. When I scrolled on it, you said I was stupid. Okay, so maybe I'm stupid for just doing this and not concentrating on the music and everything else that you may think of. I'm actually pretty smart at doing this, because I'll tell you why. For a person that had 108 people that were subscribed to the channel for over 5 years, okay, over 5 years, I'd say maybe it was like 10 years. That's all I was sitting on, was 108. And I was just like, oh, I need more subscribers, more traction. What can I do? And I found out the edge for that. So I don't think I'm pretty much stupid on my YouTube area, guys. I really don't think that I am pretty much stupid of thinking this idea of riding my bikes and showing you guys off the areas that I cruise around in. Hey, I mean, if you think I'm stupid about that situation now, and then now I have almost 500 subscribers, nah. And I didn't use nobody to help me promote this stuff, for number one. I never even used hardly at all any social media area to get my subscribers, except for the 108 part of it. I use social media, but that was basically all my social media, all my work. And then now, basically, I'm just letting it go with the flow, and people are just coming in and subscribing and hitting that like button and chatting down below and checking out. That I don't think I'm dumb at this, but hey, you tell me. If you guys think I'm pretty much dumb at that, and I was just like, okay, I got 500 subscribers now. Huh. That's gaining big time. And that's not being done with that. It's being pretty much, you know, let's give it a try, see what happens. Maybe it's the jokes I play out here. Yeah, maybe that, but that's the new thing I just started doing. So that could be a stupid move. I don't know. Everybody takes a chance in life, and everybody takes a chance in business. You got to treat your streaming things that you do when you're in this type of activity of world for streaming, and to try to see how many streams you can get and all this like that. Sometimes you got to act a little bit stupid. You got to figure out what to do, and you pretty much don't know what to do. And then sometimes you make a mistake. Everyone makes a mistake here and there, you know. But I'll tell you what, the weirdest thing that we all don't know, even businesses out there take a chance with everything and make some absolutely big mistakes. But at least they tried it and became famous, or maybe somewhat, you know. Hey, see, you got to try something. You never know. One of these days you might get that viral video. I do have a couple of them out there. There we go. All right, so guys, here we are off of Beach Boulevard, coming up upon Warner right now. And we never know, it could be happening. I hear sirens already. Oh, okay. Got a little pop out of it that time. Okay, so they went across the street and down into the back alley over there behind the gas station. Thank you very much for blocking my way. Appreciate that. You're perfect at this. Are you a new driver? Because if you are, terrible of driving at it. And if you're not, I definitely think you need to figure out the situation, lady. Oh yes, another lady driver, guys. I know what some of you guys are thinking. Yep, it's got to be a lady driver. But hey, don't take it that way. Actually, everyone can, you know, maybe sometimes drive better than the other person. You never know. So I always can't be that. Savage it, savage it. Japanese outdoor grill. Japanese. Huntington Beach. That's where we're all at. Yeah, now is Huntington Beach. We are not in the city of Westminster anymore. We are in Huntington Beach. If you take this road all the way down to the end, you can meet the beach. That's right. And possibly, we almost do touch that area. So you guys get to see a lot of it. If you guys ever want to come and buy an e-bike, right here, check it out. You got the e-bikes, you got the scooters, they got the little motorcycles. They're the bikers. There we go. We are cruising down the hill. And we have got 13.8 miles per hour. Yo, bro. What? I could not read all that because I was trying to pay attention to the road too. That was dangerous. What kind of bike are you riding? I am riding a Durango third class e-bike. This bike is very awesome for anybody that's looking for an e-bike. I'll tell you that. I've already done flip the scale of how many miles the bike can go out with a full charge. I've already done go ahead and flip the scale of speedometer wise of how many miles before the speedometer starts back over and goes on zero. 10,000. So 24 miles out, 10,000 miles before the speedometer mileage skips out, but you can do 24 miles every single day. So that's a lot of mileage for a fully charged battery. It's really absolutely great bike. It can take and handle a lot, even though it's got zero suspension at all. And nowadays I added pretty much a seat with a shock on it and springs and like that. So the seat post has got a shock, springs and like that. And that's pretty much the only suspension I got where I don't feel like I'm bottoming out too much, but I'm still bottoming out. The bike handles pretty well. It's really good, pretty much heavy weight. Not really super heavy, but heavy enough. And you can pretty much do a lot on the bike. And I have changed out on two things on the bike, basically tires and a newer throttle switch, because I have broke the lever, but the throttle wasn't broken. So that's pretty much it. And a couple of flat tires here and there of figuring out how not to get a flat. So I put an add-on tire area, which was pretty much an addition now that's new to the bike, is a casing over the tubes to stop me from getting my really big, huge flats. So that's in there now. And pretty much I figured out, you know, hey, I can do 25 miles per hour at the very highest I've gotten to on the bike was 27. They say in the manual that we can hit like 35 to 40 miles per hour on certain modes. I have never touched those certain modes yet on the bike. And here's another thing that is kind of weird about it. Nothing modified on the bike. And you can only go speed limit of 28 pedal assist out here in California on any e-bike. And for a full electric, you're supposed to be going like 20. So the bike does 20 and full electric. I can do 27. I can do about 28 pedal assist in this motor here. It's a really good bike, I'll tell you that. And I have get out so many reviews on this bike. If you guys want to get one, check out the website at Durango.com. And e-bikes right there. You'll pull them up. Some people pronounce it as Durango. It's kind of weird how it's spelled, but it is pronounced as Durango. And that's what they're pretty good at, you know? Kind of like a Dodge Durango. Yeah, that's it. So, oh, I heard the bucket work. Hello. Can't even get a smile that one. Just give you a smirk. I just do that for you guys down below. Yeah. Me, I'm not really caring about it. Yeah. If you guys are wondering how much a bike costs like this, they do have different ranges for prices for different styles, but this same exact one, if you want to go ahead and grab one of these bikes on the website, they go ahead and they cost $1,200 out the door. I don't know how much the shipping handles on the website, but pretty sure it's not that much more. And then if you are able to find them at your local bicycle shops and grab a hold of one, they're going to be about the same price they are on the website. I got mine from a bike shop out here in Newport Beach, and that's what I paid for it. There was no different prices. Wait. That's good. 5 thumbs up. 10 in the room. What's happening, y'all? Let me know. We're over here in Huntington Beach still. We're off of Main and Ellis. The weirdest street ever. Main and Ellis and Beach right here. Okay, Beach goes all the way down as we're going. And then Main and Ellis is like kind of weird. No matter which way you go, down that way or down this way, you still get Main and Ellis. There's only 2 streets out here in Orange County that I know of that actually do interact with each other and go the exact same way. All the way down on both sides. It's just that they're different lanes. And they're both known as cross streets. And they're both known as interacting with each other. Trippy, huh? I always thought it was. I always thought, like, you know what? They're not the same exact interaction street down this way on the opposite side. And come to find out, it was. It says right there, Main and Ellis. And I was like, whoa, dude, that's crazy. And I went down that other side. I was just like, no, it's still Main and Ellis no matter what happens. Okay. Trippy. All right, guys, so we're out here pretty much just cruising, chilling. Been a smooth ride out here. You can see the sidewalks are pretty wide out here. So we have a lot of opportunity of a wide sidewalk all the way down here to where we can basically be out of this person's way with the dog, you know, come back in. I know it kind of crunches up on bus stops and then people working on lawns and stuff like that. But it pretty much widens out more down the way too. It even becomes like a bigger sidewalk. Okay, up ahead of us, I do see some flashing lights. So for you guys like that activity, we might catch some more activity up here about with the flashing lights. If everyone don't clean out of the air before we get there, but it's up a ways, so. Thank you for blocking my. Oh, come on, lady. You had a whole backup right there, and you're just like waving at me, oh, excuse me. You didn't have to pull all the way out. And you pay attention to your phone and your girl in your car. I don't get how some people just get their license to drive if they're doing that stuff. Pulling all the way out again. Thank you very much. You're cool. All right, so up here we are coming up to a pretty much really good what I call a hill bomb. And for some of you people that have been on my channel, you know what the hill bombs are about and how they go down. And pretty much that's what it is. It's going downhill, and it's just pretty much me letting go of everything, the electric, the pedal assist, and just coasting down it. You guys go ahead and start guessing the speed that we may hit down this hill. And usually I have a goal for this hill because it's so cool. At the end, it crosses onto a street, and usually my goal is to hit the green light and cross the street all the way down the hill. So going all the way down the hill and be able to get across the street, it's pretty much a challenge, and really super fun for the amount of miles per hour we can hit on this hill bomb up here. We're off of Yorktown in Huntington Beach, Orange County, California. For all you that's tuning in, checking out the area and check out the channel, seeing what's up. And we are just basically chilling, guys. We haven't had really that much excitement happening. I guess like the police officers that were up here in this area have already left, pulled out somebody, maybe of the area, or just hand them a ticket, whatever. Your brother lives around here. I saw that. Then he deleted it. That's all right. You can tell me whatever. I pretty much just as Florida airs, who I run into is who I run into. I really don't follow them around, but hey, you know, if that's your prerogative, you think something's going to happen to so-and-so here and there because your brother lives around this area, whatever. Nah, I'm not that type of person. I just like to take my cruise on my bike rides, and that's it. So yeah, you're cool, dude. All right, Mr. 4x4. I know, huh? I will. Saying I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention. Because I let him go, and he gave me a thumbs up. And I was cruising. But here's the thing. Also to the right of way, go to the pedestrians. Okay, so like I said, tremendously wide sidewalk, bigger up in this area. Now you're gonna have to climb the curb. If you back out, go ahead, you're clear. A little bit more. Now, go straight, then go in. So you don't have to climb the curb. You go a little bit more straighter. No? I know. They just will let you in sometimes. It's not cool. There you go. Have a good day. Thank you. You're welcome. Wait. All right, guys, we're a little bit before we hit the hill bomb, just like right across the street actually, and we'll do that situation. Have a good day. Thank you. Nice lady. She pretty much didn't want to. She pretty much would have had to climb a really big curve opportunity with that. She just she parks her car at the sub and goes down to the apartment areas. I hope Cell 11 doesn't get mad about that situation. They might not. There we go, guys. Hill bombing it. Right there we go. Starting out with 16.5. And now we're back down to 15 on it. So let's see how much speed we can get. Okay, we're at a 14. I know it's going lower, but potentially it will go higher. 15, back to 15, back to 14, back to 15. Okay. And now we're going to hit like 16 right here. And then we're hit back to 15, 16. So between 15 and 16 right there, miles per hour. And we do have the green light, guys. I think we're going to do it all the way across. Here we go, yo. All the way across the whole hill, all the way down. Thank you. Oh. Pretty much a lot of fun doing that. It's in there. And we almost missed a bomb on that one, but now we got it going on. Check the all 8. We got to turn down at Adams Street right here. For you guys that have been watching for quite some time, you know what Adams Street's all about. And you have seen some of the territories out here. For you ones that have been watching for quite some time, hey, it's all new to you. You might want to stay tuned more. But I'll tell you what, the ones that have been watching for quite some time, pretty much they know to stay tuned because I show all different things all the time, like that waterfall. Pretty cool, huh? You know, some of you guys have seen that, some of you guys haven't seen that. And then I pretty much hit the gear up a little bit more sometimes to go faster. There we go. It smelled back there really bad. It's always different. So I can hit the same street over and over and over. The activity is always going to be different, guys. So that's why I say stay tuned to the end, guys. Activities can be constantly different no matter what happens. Every day is different. If every day was the same of your whole life, you live in a rerun world. Rerun. A rerun life. Rerun. Rerun. Nah. We don't get none of those. But essentially, sometimes I might show you what happened throughout the whole year, so you might get a rerun then. But that's a long video sometimes. He had worked at San Fernando. Oh, okay. It's a little bit further out, actually, than when we're at San Fernando. That's totally the opposite compared to where we're at. We're in Huntington Beach, and that's pretty much out there a little bit further. Okay. Keep them coming in, guys. We're at 10 to 6. 10 people in the stream, and it pretty much looked like, yeah, 6 thumbs up. Awesome. Loving that. Some of you guys wait for the trips of me cruising into work, and some of you guys is like, nah, I know how it goes, you know. But like I said, it changes every day. And sometimes I do what they call free rides. That's pretty much just cruise around everywhere. That's the ones you want to tune into. Those free rides are really happening sometimes too. But those are the ones where I explore the whole day out. And I don't have no work to do. So those are awesome. I say, like the Friday night free ride, hey, it's a nighttime ride. Ain't got to be at the work next day. And we just ride anywhere. But make sure we make it back home. Because there might be a Saturday evening free ride or Saturday morning free ride. And that happens out to be everything too. And then potentially I do something else on the town sometimes once in a while too. Not just e-bike adventures. But I pretty much named it, you know, for the e-bike adventures out here. Skipping on do do boo boo. Yeah. Yeah. Savage it, savage it, savage it. I only do that because one day in my head, I was hearing the song Baby Shark, and I just changed up the words to Cybertruck instead. Because now every single kid loves the Cybertrucks, and they also love Baby Shark. Yeah. Let's go. We got 15 in the room. 9 thumbs up. Awesome. That's sick. I like that, bro. The 9 thumbs up. The 15 in the room. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're off here off of Bashard and Adams. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Thank you all very much for who staying tuned from the beginning to the end. And try to do that if you just tuned in. And if you have missed out on the beginning of this video, and you want to watch it from the beginning, because you tuned in kind of late, I'll tell you what. After it is uploaded, we are able to do it publicly live posting. So you can publicly live watch it. But only if it's publicly showing. And you can also leave comments on there. And I can read those comments. So if you're new and you're just tuning in, make sure you do hit that subscribe button if you like what's going on. Smack me a thumbs up. Ring that bell so that you know. And become one of the new watchers. And then you get a chance to flaunt that or share it to your friends too, because we love that attraction. All right, guys, we're in a cruise room right here. Oh, he was going flying right behind us, dude. I was not going to take the opportunity of doing that because that car was just hanging out. But we are taking the opportunity of cruising through this Target parking lot area right here. And pretty much just gonna do a little circle like that. So get ready to run everything over. There we go. Okay. You want to come back out like that? Let's go for it. I pretty much pay attention to everything too on the road. So I pretty much know what's going on right away. Some people think I'm not paying attention, but I do pay attention to everything that goes on. Are the cops cracking down on e-bikes and scooters yet? Yes. The cops have cracked down on e-bikes and scooters out here. Very hard for kids, but not for adult activity. Us adults pretty much are on bikes out here, and a lot of the adults and a lot of the teens are still on e-bikes out here. They have pretty much cracked down very hard on kids out here in Huntington Beach for their e-bikes. They have posted that anybody that goes to Huntington Beach, Huntington Harbor School, and they are caught riding an e-bike, I guess their parents will be fined and they'll be suspended from school. But I don't know that situation, if that's the true known fact of the e-bike thing that's happening out here at Huntington Beach that I saw posted on the internet not too long ago. So that's pretty crazy if they're going to be doing that suspension thing for some kids out here in Huntington Beach if they're riding an e-bike and they're out of school. It's just like stupid, you know. I think more stupid things that the e-bike laws are doing out here is taking them away from people when they spent thousands and thousands of dollars on e-bikes. And that's just crazy because some parents have spent $5,000 to $6,000 on an e-bike, and the police officers are taking away from everybody if they're modification wise. So what? Tell the person to out, take the modification off of it, make sure the bike is going the right amount of speeds, or don't use that mode no more, and just hand them a ticket, which is cool. But impounding their bike for that and clearly taking the bike away from them, saying they can't have it back anymore, at least refund them their money or something like that, because that's a whole bunch of money. I know you probably think it's the same thing with a car that can happen, but here's the thing: even with a car, people do sometimes get their car back, and they're not. And then sometimes they lose their car because they lose their license, but there is no license on an e-bike, so that's pretty much an open environment. It always will be, because what DMV says, anything that has pedals on it is considered as a bike. And there is a whole bunch of different types of scooters the same exact way out here. They go the exact same thing with those things. So I say if you do buy an e-bike, don't be acting stupid on it, popping wheelies, jumping over curves and stuff like that. I know it sounds fun, guys. It's a brand new bike. It's a brand new toy. Hey, we all did that when we were kids, and that's great, you know. But if you don't want to get your bike taken away from you, don't be acting crazy. Don't be acting silly. But I do think that them cracking down on people about riding e-bikes, that some things are just idiotically dumb about the situation. If I got pulled over my money, I tell the cops straight out, hey, I ride it back and forth to work. I am 51 years old. I don't do crazy stuff on my bike. I just ride it back and forth to work. And yes, I've been riding bikes since I was 10 years old. And I definitely am not riding a motorcycle. So the thing is that people need to look at on the laws before they buy an e-bike is, what kind of e-bike do you have? You know, do you have an e-moto? Okay, an e-moto is understandable to have a license on and to be in the road. I'm in the bike lane right now, so an e-moto is different, and that's understandable. And there's Class M1s and all that for those licenses for that one, for a lot of those e-bikes. They don't have pedals, by the way. So that is considered as an e-mobile. But an e-bicycle is different. And now that they have registered out to where they say e-bicycle and e-moto, it is very hard for a lot of people to look at that situation. But they have been cracking down on a lot of e-motos, is the whole thing. And if you are caught riding an e-moto, that's different. Now, the actual e-bicycle does have pedals. Does to do where you can do pedal assist. Some are classically mode to where they put a modification on it, and that's against the law out here. And now cracking down those right there, big time. Cyber trip. There you go. So that's pretty much the whole crackdown situation of e-bikes right there for California. Make sure you have ones that are within the speed limit, which is 28 miles per hour pedal assist, 20 miles an hour regular electric, no faster. And if you do have any other modes on your bike, don't change them, because those other modes are to where they're not allowed for the streetwise, to where you can just go have fun on the bike on a trail, which is cool. You know, if you do have an e-moto, I do say make sure it's registered and make sure you do have your Class M1 license on it. And plus now it's also counted as an accessory, but they don't say that too much. I just found out on the internet, and they'll tell you that at the DMV that your motorcycle or your e-moto will be counted as accessory. So make sure you do have a driver's license on that situation. I don't know why they do that to a lot of people, and why the internet does not keep up with a lot of things, and it's known as counted as accessory, because I have gotten and tried so hard to get like an actual this motorcycle license, because I can pretty much ride motorcycles like crazy, or scooters and stuff like that too, like Vespa scooters. And those are a little bit different than regular scooters. And having a moto is a lot different than having a motorcycle. Having an e-moto is completely way different. Well, I was waiting for him, and then it takes me time to crank the pedal. Thank you very much. Right now, we just head down a street called Mesa Verde on the east side area of it. And we're gonna head down another street over here that I had no name for a little bit of time. And then we're gonna have a little bike trail up here. And then we're gonna head down to Harbor and Fair and get ready to call it in for an even video. And then you can catch me later on tonight for a nighttime video around 11:30 Pacific Daylight Time. But stay tuned to the end, guys. Do not end up right now. Okay, so since we have to stop for the bus right there, yes, you have to obey the rules. So I basically just get over here and just pretty much cruise it through. I'm out of the bus's way, and I really don't need to stop for him. Just stop for the kids. And that's pretty much another crackdown that they're doing too on a lot of e-bikes, is that these kids and some people that just want to show off are definitely not obeying the rules. And that's one thing you're doing. If you're not obeying the rules of having the helmet, having your lights, and getting your lights if your bike doesn't come with lights on it. And then also, you know, some people run and have done, you know, like the non-driving stuff. You can't drive your car when it's a red light, you know. So like that situation, it's pretty cool. It's a good little bike trail right here. You can take this down quite a few ways, and then it ends up into another bike trail. They pretty much carry out the speed limit and say everybody needs to watch out what they're doing on here for walkers and runners, but a lot of the kids come out here pretty much flying on their e-bikes. I just think some of the laws for e-bikers, you know, is somewhat different, somewhat not. So, I mean, if you get an e-bike, man, yes, just obey the rules, man. You know, so you don't get your bike taken away from you and towed on you, and never be able to get it back. But here we are, gonna get ready to have that video. And if you have tuned in pretty late, make sure you have subscribed. Make sure you had ring that bell. Make sure you had smack me a thumbs up, and you have flop that arrow, shoot your friend. And then tune in later on tonight around 11:30 Pacific Daylight Time to catch the nighttime ride all the way back down and see how the nighttime project goes out. Until then, I definitely will catch you all laters.